Okay, wait. All right, there we go. Hello. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're actually in it. Oh, whoops. Mute that. Okay. Um, we are now live. Probably have to wait for some people to actually show up. But yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I guess while we're waiting for up, I guess I'll just start with my day. Um, been all right. Plenty of interesting stuff happening here in Australia. Cause at the one of the major states, I guess, New South Wales, currently about to go to an election. And yeah, it's been very, very funny observing it. Hey, Hungry Hippo. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna what was I gonna say? Yeah. In terms of New South Wales, there's been some spicy things happening there. Um there's and I know in Victoria as well, there's been some spicy things. In Victoria there was like a I see. I gotcha, Hungry Hippo. No worries, no worries. Um I'm I'm not starting with anime talk anyway. Um Fine if you come in a bit later. Later on, I'll be talking about something. Um, yeah, in terms of New South Wales election, Victoria as well, because in Victoria there was, I think this week there was like this anti. Um, in terms of the LGTVs, in terms of the LGTV community, like the TV, there was an anti TV rally at this in front of the Victorian Parliament. Um, and there was like a demonstration against that demonstration, and who decided to show up were a bunch of can't seeists. They cannot see, so they were doing the old 45-degree salute on the steps of the Victorian Parliament. I thought this was very funny that they did that bit of trolling. Um, anyway, other than that, what else? What else happened? Oh yes, and in New South Wales, one of the leading figures, I guess, is there's this guy called Mark Latham. Mark Latham is a member of One Nation. One Nation, a how do I say? Yeah, it's like a right. It's a proper right wing party. Not a center right party, but it's a proper right wing party. And he was supposed to go to this church for a speech. Um, and yeah, it didn't work out. There were protesters against him, and it's a shame because yeah, these guys were supposed to be Christians there, but there was like a brawl that occurred. Yeah, it's unfortunate that happened. Yes, it is what it is. Can't really stop people um from resorting to violence. Anyway, I was gonna take a look at the video. The Clannad videos that I put out. No one showed up for the premiere, so yeah, kind of sad. But by the looks of it, yeah, by the looks of it, most some people have watched it by now. Probably got it by notification. Wait, where's the analytics? I'm not going to show you the analytics. Um, so it was either from browse features, channel pages, or notifications. One person viewed it via notification. That's always good to hear. Um, yeah. Clannad was there were some things that I forgot to mention in the Clannad video. Some of them included I forgot to mention how beautiful Clannad is. It's really refreshing to see an anime with an attention to detail to background. Because even the you can see that with the anime this season. Depending on whether or not you watched any new original anime or any of the continuing anime. I'm sure the continuing anime had like properly proper backgrounds and good attention to detail to art. But yeah, from what I've been currently watching, there's not really any of that, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, it's it's really refreshing to see an anime from a different era from the 20 from the 2000s era to have such a great attention to detail to the backgrounds, to all the buildings, all the classrooms, and yeah, it's really good to see that. Yeah, it's just something you notice in 2000s anime compared to anime today. Yeah, you do get good anime now and then that do have that attention to detail. Yeah, just don't. I just didn't see that this season. Nice to see that to actually see that. Um, yeah. Special. Okay, so the ones that I've watched this season are Kubo-san, Inspector, Spy Classroom. Definitely did not see that. And it's unfortunate that it's. I wouldn't want to blame it on a budget of a particular anime. Um, yeah, if it is solely based on budget, not necessarily based on effort of the animators, so unfortunate that that would be the case. Um, all right, yeah, I think I did. I referred to the Kyo Annie charm of the Kyo Annie charm of Clannad, because Kyoto Animations very good at Kyoto Animations is very good at creating that moe style, has that moe style to it. And everything that Kyo Anime makes is very cute. Um, I really appreciate. So so good, so good. The art style, the way the direction of the voice acting as well. It's very cute, and I really appreciate it for that. Kyo Annie will always have a special place in my heart for creating that moe style. Um, and even modern Kyo Annie shows, yeah, it's that they've got that very distinct art style, which I really like. I forgot to mention music. Oh goodness, there's lots of things I forgot to mention. Um, my video, but yeah, music is because I didn't want to have to repeat myself after um the what was it, the Bunny Girl Senpai videos. Um, everything that I liked about Bunny Girl Senpai, so attention to detail, the subtle music, is everything as well that I like about Clannad. Oh yeah, and the characters as well. In Clannad, there's all the distinct personalities of the characters, which I really. Now, there is something that I I am a bit annoyed about Clannad, and I think it it's good to know the context um at which Clannad was created. Context is that Clannad started as a visual novel. I'm pretty sure. I'm certain that Clannad started off as a visual novel. Um, yeah, it's important to know that context is there were many times at which I felt that Clannad in only in the first season. You don't really feel this in the second season, but certainly in the first season, you feel like that this is a harem anime. Which is something that I would take away from the first season. Second season doesn't really suffer from this because of. Oh, hey, I probably should have put a spoiler warning. But okay, the second season doesn't suffer from this because it's no longer a harem anime for obvious reasons in Clannad After Story. But yeah, first season of Clannad just really feels like that. That Tomoya has all these girls around him. And yeah, I think there are some times which harem anime is okay, and it's actually funny. Um, but again, I would note the context in which that Clannad was a visual novel, and visual novels have certain paths which you go towards. So yeah, I'm sure in the visual novel there is a future where Tomoya chooses the gray haired girl, or Tomoya chooses the purple haired one of the purple haired girls. Um, but yeah, I didn't want to spoil it as well, but I did like that handling of how um I'll just refer to them as their hair colors because that's all they are. That's all they are to me. The um the angry purple haired girl, um, and her little sister. Those two. Yeah, I liked how they handled their breakup or the realization that Tomoyo wasn't gonna like them. Or sorry, Okazaki. I refer to them as Okazaki. Okazaki didn't really like them. Um, I like how they handled that. It's it was pretty sad. Hey, exotic. Yeah, it was pretty sad that that realization that Okazaki likes Nagisa, but it's also happy at the same time. Yeah, I I haven't watched the OVAs yet because I know in one of the OVAs there's a scenario where Okazaki goes with the gray haired girl and the angry purple haired girl. So I know that that is such a that's an option to go towards. But yeah, I haven't watched the OVAs yet. I feel like that will ruin the story. I might watch it afterwards and I'll talk about it on another stream. Hmm. Oh, water. Water. Anyway. Hey exotic, how are you doing? Have you watched anything recently? Because you're either watching one of the continuing shows or one of the original shows. Best day ever. Why is it the best day ever? Is this because I'm streaming? That's very nice of you if that is the case. Anyway, um, at some point, yeah. While I do like my PNG, I will at some point upgrade to like a proper VTubing model. Um, and yeah, I have to save up for a proper computer as well to that as well. Okay. Cool. Yes. I will I will also mention Fuko. Yeah. More interested in you. Um I will be talking about what I'll be watching next season. Um got a whole spiel prepared for that. Um oh yeah, that's right. Probably set up. Bear with me. Um I should probably set up my anime list. No, 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 no. No. I am looking down at my tablet, which has all the information about it. Okay, so one of my other complaints about Clannad, the reason why, okay, I didn't mention these complaints in the, I didn't mention any of these complaints in the proper video because I felt like Clannad was so good. All of the good things that Clannad provides were just so good that it it was it just overcame some of the shortcomings. Um, as I mentioned, one of the shortcomings of the first season is that it feels like a harem anime. Um, is why Clannad After Story it just makes Clannad After Story so much better when it doesn't feel like a harem anime. Um, one of the other things which does annoy me a bit is Fuko. Is I love Fuko as a character because she's very funny. She's very cute. And her thought process as well, the way she talks, the way she thinks, she is just so cute and really really funny, and that's why I think she's best girl as well. So yeah, there's all those things good about Fuko, but the main thing that I'm a bit annoyed is that her lack of explanation. We're never really explained to what she actually is. Um, because in the second season, she shows up after she has woken up, but she has no memories of her like ghost form, I guess. Because we see her ghost form in the first season, and that's not ever really resolved. Um, and then in the second and then in the second season we get another ghostly character, um and his is explained but Fuko is not, and that leaves it might be a mystery which is solved by the visual novel, which I might actually go and read the visual novel now, now that I think about it, because yeah, Fuko's condition and Fuko's like ghost ghost ghostly appearance is not really explained in the first season. And I wish they did explain it at least in the second season. Um, so yeah, it's interesting, really interesting. It's an interesting question, which is never answered, and I wish they did answer. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So if you have watched the, sorry, hit the mic. Whoops. If you have watched, there you go. If you have watched Clannad After Story, you'll know that it ends at episode 22, and episode 23 is a flashback episode, and episode 24 is a recap episode. I did like the last scene in the recap episode because it kind of it gives more, it resolves a bit more what has happened afterwards. Um, it's a cute scene at the end. Um, the flashback episode, yeah. I felt kind of weird about it because while it gives more context, it also sets up what I'm assuming is gonna occur in the OVAs. And yeah, I might watch them now that I keep mentioning it. All right. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, and again, it's been a while because it's been a while since I finished it. I think I finished Clannad last month, and going through the editing, while I was editing, I was watching through, rewatching it again, and I think that's what makes Clannad so special to me. Is because all the jokes just hit hit as hard as I first watched them, and all the emotional moments hit just as hard as I was first watching them. That's what is so special about Clannad. It's just so good at communicating its message, really showing off, really really good the way it does that. Yeah, there's, as I said in the video. If you haven't watched the video yet, go watch it because no one showed up for the premiere. Um, yeah, if as I said in the video, there's plenty to love about Clannad, and this is why it has such a high rating on my anime list. Um, I'm assuming such a high ranking as well. I really should have double checked that. Wait, let's take a look. Take a look at what Clannad is on my anime list. No, not my anime list. I didn't give my rating either in video because I felt like that would kind of ruin Aruma. Like new season of Aruma. I have not watched Aruma, and I may not. Oh, it's this one. Hmm. I think I did like catch a glimpse of this. I did catch a glimpse of this on new anime. Oh, okay, okay. I feel like I did see a bit of it, but looks like a, from the looks of it, it looks like a isekai, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay, so Clannad first season is an 8, average of 8, and Clannad After Story I think is 8.7. No, 8.94, and that ranks it as number 16 in terms of top anime. Which, yeah, really cool. There is a reason why it's so highly rated, and yeah, it is, but it doesn't suck. Yeah, yeah. I won't tell you how I feel about like Monster Girl anime because I know about it, but I haven't watched any. And I feel like my opinion of monster anime is based on how weird, like the weirdest ones out there. Um, so I won't form an opinion based on that. I'll actually have to watch one myself. before I properly form an opinion on monster anime. So, um. Oh yes, back to Clannad. Yeah, there's a reason why people really love Clannad, and there's and I appreciate that about it. That it's this anime which, even though it was released like a decade ago, it's something that we can still appreciate today. It's really funny when I see like the flip phones in old anime. It's so funny whenever I see it because it just shows the era that it's made in. Um, yeah, there there's a reason why I recognize now the reason why people love Clannad. Now it's one of my ones, which I love as well. Um, I think I will probably have to replace something. Hello, DA Sales. You here? Yeah. Nice to know Christians who love anime like you. Yeah. You know what? Welcome. Come along on the journey for this Christian anime podcast. I'll tell you what. I'll share some reasons why I did start this channel, and I've repeated this a few times now. But yeah, it's just that there is no Christian anime YouTube channel, and I thought there probably should be a Christian anime YouTube channel, especially when you have people like Mike. No, not Mike Winger. Especially when you have people like no, Mike Winger has mentioned like Dragon Ball Z, I think. Um, so that's the only mention from a mainstream Christian YouTube. But other than that, who was it? Yeah, Matt Walsh. It's when you have people like Matt Walsh say that anime is satanic. It really it's a bad picture upon people like us. So yeah, such a shame. You know what, Exotic? I can respect that. I can respect that you like Dragon Ball Z. I kind of I wasn't in that generation. I think when I was younger, the first anime I ever encountered was Pokemon. And the first anime that I was properly into was Pokemon, like Pokemon XYZ. I think I was watching at the time. Um, yeah, I really liked that. I never watched Dragon Ball or Naruto or Hunter x Hunter. Um, there is that. And one of the reasons why I also didn't like this anime is because of the filler. All right. While we're on that note, let us transition. Hey, okay. Let's tier list all of the main characters in Clannad because I have some opinions about them. Um, some controversial, some spicy opinions about them, anyway, to say the least. We'll start with May, and we'll go straight A tier, which is pretty cool. Really, yeah. In the first season, we don't really get a focus on her. There we get bits and pieces how she really likes her brother. That is really cute. But yeah, in that second season, that a good arc. She's so cute, and not only that, she's a very good little sister. So yeah, with that, definite A tier. Very good. Does yeah. I just good to her brother. So what can I say about that? Okazaki's grandmother. Okay? Not to be rude to her, because she does play a important role. Um, but he's just shows up for one episode, and that's why I'll give her a C tier because she only shows up for one episode for that convince Okazaki to kind of go back to his father. And she doesn't really play another role. She only shows up in the second season, and I don't want to say it was forced. But yeah, she only shows up once, and only for a short time, so can't go any higher than a C, unfortunately. Um, Younger purple-haired girl, very cute. Um, but yeah, he's also. I'm gonna have to put her C tier as well because yeah, she's just there on the sidelines. Um, and I feel sorry for her because she obviously likes Okazaki. I'm sure she has such a good arc in the visual novel, but in the show she's kind of just on the sidelines. And that goes with the older sister as well. They're both on the sidelines, and they don't play. Okay, they play. Okay, she plays a bigger role in season 2. So she gets E tier for that. Um, but yeah, it's in the first season. Yeah, I do feel sorry for them that they didn't get to date Okazaki. But unfortunately, if they're just side characters, okay, no, I'll tell you what, I'll upgrade her to B tier as well. Because the jokes that they make are very very funny, and their inclusion are actually okay. Fine, I'll be nice to them. Put them in B tier. Okazaki himself, I'll move further down the line. Yeah, I want to, and I'll talk about Nagisa a bit later as well. Katomi, I think her name is. Um, yeah, gonna have to go. Okay. I have mixed feelings about her as well, because much as I would like to put her in C tier as well for being a bit average, Hitomi, her when I watched that or rewatched that, I kind of because I felt like her arc was kind of the weakest one, um, in Clannad first season, but she was okay. She was okay when I rewatched her, and I kind of had more sympathy towards her when I rewatched that episode. But yeah, she's okay. We'll put her here. Tomoya, gray-haired girl, because I forget her first name. We'll put her. I think she's better than Kotomi. Um, and better than the purple-haired girls as well, because she does go through the effort of cooking for Okazaki, which is very nice of her. Um, I'm sure my opinion will change of these people if I do watch the OVAs. But yeah, we'll settle it at that. Dad, Nagasa's dad, teacher. Unfortunately, I think he is very annoying. Actually, yeah, he's very annoying and very funny as well. But he's also on the sidelines, and I don't think he's an okay dad and an okay husband as well. There's nothing much to really say about him other than that. So we'll settle here. Sunohara. Um, it pains me to say this because I've got May up here at A tier, but her brother is gonna have to be C tier as well because he's not very useful. And he's kind of pathetic as well. he's Yeah, he's also on the sidelines as well, and doesn't really play much of a role I can see. Other than that first arc with May. But yeah, he's okay. But throughout the first season, he's just on the sidelines as well, and his one job is to be annoying. Yeah. All right, this guy. If you don't know who this guy is, I like the PNG over a VTuber exotic. Oh well, I guess it comes to personal taste. Um, but yeah, I'm glad that you like the PNG. 'Cause, yeah, I did draw this myself actually. And one day I will have saved up enough money to actually hire a proper artist, get me a proper PNG. Well, for now, while I am not earning much money, I will keep this PNG here. Oh goodness! All right, this boy, C tier as well. And he shows that yeah, he's cool, but yeah, C tier. Um, the electrician. Um, this C tier is going to get very, very okay. He's a lot better than these guys. On that C tier, the most competent of them. But yeah, he does play a much bigger role in After Story, and I do like his backstory as well. So actually, we'll promote him to B tier. It's pretty. He's good enough for that. All right. Oh, where's the illusionary? Okay, both of these D tier because they're just there. They're just kind of shoehorned in, and I know they play a very big role in um, redeeming that lost, those last few episodes, and I know that they're important in that. But that's all they are. They're kind of just there, throughout all of Clannad until they're important at the end. Um, that twist as well, that they are. I won't just in case people haven't watched it. There is a twist about them in the end. They play a very big role at the end as well. Um, but they're also very much on the sidelines for all of Clannad until the end, and I don't think that justifies their existence. And I know they play a big part in the resolution as well, but just I just don't. They're just there. They're shoehorned in. And while we could have been focusing on the real story, um, they're also their story is also on the sidelines. Yeah, I don't feel very strongly about them. Okay, Okazaki, he has a very very good arc, and he has this very cool redemption arc, and for that we're gonna put him A tier because cool for that. Ushio, on the other hand, oh my goodness, I really love Ushio because Ushio is very very cute, um, and that reconciliation between her and Okazaki in After Story was so good as well that I'm just gonna have to put her A tier. I was thinking S tier because that's very cool and made me cry. We'll put her S tier. S tier is fine. We'll leave it at that. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, Okazaki's dad. Oh, okay, I would have put him D tier because he does kind of offer an obstacle, but considering the story, for story purposes, we're gonna have to put him C tier to be nice to him. Yeah, I think he was cool that he was there, um, and he does have a redemption as well. Um, so we won't be too mean of him, and we'll put him C tier. Haven't watched Clannad yet, DA sales. No, definitely watch it. I've been recommended it a few times. I have a friend of mine who keeps bothering me about it. Who kept bothering me about it for a while. And when I finally got around to watching it, yeah, you should watch it because there's a reason why so many people love it. I'll keep marketing it to you, DA sales. It's really cool. So yeah, do watch Clannad because it's definitely a Christian anime. I hope you've watched my video as well. But yeah, there's a lot of themes about forgiveness. There's a lot of themes about how to actually love. And yeah, it's not this cringe postmodernist love where it's like, oh hey, oh romantic love. No, it's love between friends. It's love between siblings. It's familial love. And there's the agape love as well, which is to serve others as well. So you should definitely watch it because it's a Christian anime. Bocce Rock is pretty good though. I watched it because of your recommendation. Thank you very much. I really like that Bocce video because it's like the first video that went viral for me. And it's all thanks to Twitter, I think. Twitter did really did skyrocket that the 7,000. I think it's 7,000 views. My most viewed video other than a short, so I liked making the video and I loved the drama around it as well. So but glad to be of service to you, DA sales. Alright. Nog says mom. Okay, gonna have to be C tier as well. Better than Akio. Yeah, I've remembered his name now. Better than Akio, but is also on the sidelines. Ooh, the teacher also doesn't really serve a purpose. Yeah, again, C tier. Nothing much to say about her. You'll know when you watch it. Oh, yep. Okay. This person and the other person Yeah, this person, we're gonna put them D tier. Because while they are friendly with Nagisa, they're just there as well. They become friends, they forgive each other, they tolerate each other, and then they're just there. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep them there. Her C tier as well. Yeah, nothing much to say about her other than she gets an arc in After Story, but it's kind of forced in as well. And yeah, I was gonna put her D tier because she's also on the sidelines, but because of that arc in After Story, we'll put her C. Okay, now there comes these two, and I know everyone just not to make people angry, we're gonna put Nagisa at S tier because yeah, okay, I agree. While I agree with everyone after, especially watching After Story. She is such a good person, and I really like her for that. She's acts in the way I would love to have her as my wife one day because she's very very Nagisa is like the perfect waifu, I guess. Yeah, she's just so loving to Okazaki as well. However, there is someone better than Nagisa, and that of course is Fuko. Yeah, you can't change the fact that she's very very cute, and she has that love as well. She demonstrates that love to her older sister. Very good. Right, these two, yeah, they're just gonna go C tier. They're also on the sidelines. I do like I do like her inclusion um in what was it? Yeah, After Story as well. So I do like their inclusion there, but yeah, kind of there. All right, that's your tier list for their Nagisa Dad SS plus. I'm sorry, Hungry Hippo, but he just doesn't have that much of a presence, unfortunately. Yeah, sadly, that's the way it's got to be. That's the way it's got to be. Um, any other controversial takes, Hungry Hippo? I know you've watched this, so I like putting all of this here. So I think this is I'm settled with this. So yeah. Um, I might upgrade people to B tier actually. Got any bad anime? Nagisa best waifu in all anime. Yep, you're right about that. Hungry. Bad anime. You know what? Let's let's transition to that. All right, let's go back to here, and I was gonna talk about. Yeah, we'll talk about spring anime and what I'm planning to watch next. And I'll do a quick summary of what has been done. Where are we? No, hide the browser, please. Transition here. Let's start with the tomboy anime. Um, I think if you've been watching me for a while, you know you're well aware of my opinions about the tomboy anime. Um, and you're well aware that I don't really like it. The tomboy anime is the tomboy anime is one of the worst animes I've seen in a while. And not worst actually. I'm sure I could have tolerated it, but it's just so annoying. All the characters are annoying. Um, even the main girl is annoying. And yeah, I know Grandpa Paxtube over on Twitter was really praising it. But yeah, I know Manic also. I'm not sure what Manic thinks of the tomboy anime either. Um, but I do know this has been popular on right wing anime Twitter, and I do know that that old Grandpa Paxtube does like it as well. One of the Gundo was high key weird. Hungry Hippo, the visual novel of Clannad. I might play through it. I don't have the time to really watch new, like play video games now. Maybe if I do transition into like part-time study for uni, I might be able to play through it and give you my thoughts on it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have it. Carol carried the show with 5 minutes of airtime. Carol actually was the reason why I dropped it. Because I thought Carol was far too annoying. Um, so yeah, she's actually the reason why I dropped it. I did not like Carol very much. So yeah. Okay, so that's why. Yeah, I know people like it. I know Grandpa Paxtube likes it. But yeah, it's not for me. Not for me. I do like his justification though. I did read that the tomboy anime really shows that girls can't escape from their femininity. So I do like that interpretation of it. It's an interesting interpretation. Um, but you can't change the fact that it's annoying. So yeah, yeah, that's why I don't. Okay, so that's the tomboy anime. Now, Spy Classroom. Um, do I have a lot to say about Spy Classroom? Oh boy, because this is definitely a bad anime to say the least. Only in the first half. Second half, I did watch today's episode. I thought it was okay. I liked today's episode of Spy Classroom. Certainly the first half of Spy Classroom. What were they doing with this anime? Um, they were jumping around a lot. There were a lot of ideas being presented, but it's just not great. It's the way they presented all the stuff is just not great. So yeah, Spy Classroom. This was very messy at the start. The beginning, because they go off on an impossible mission. If you've watched, I did do a video on this after episode 5. So yeah, they did do like the impossible mission, and then they do like a few flashback episodes, and yeah, it's all messy. The art style also changes a lot. So yeah, there is that as well. So there's a lot of changing in styles, which just shows that the Spy Classroom is just very disorganized. Um, but again, the later episodes, the second half are okay. They are tolerable enough to watch. But yeah, it just can't be redeemed from that first first half. That really really awful first half. Um, I have read a few comments from people who've read the light novel of this, and after reading that, yeah, I don't know how they could have really adapted the light novel to an anime version. The light novel has a lot more interesting things, um, and there's some of the aspects of the light novel can't really be translated to the anime. So I totally understand that, and I might read the light novel now. It might actually just be better. Um, Light novel adaptations, yeah, they can't really be properly adapted, which is unfortunate. It is what it is. There's that. All right, another one which I have mixed feelings about is Inspector. Any of you watching Inspector actually? Oh, EA sales. That's a good question. When did I start watching anime? I started watching anime. I think when I was 10 or 11, and Pokemon was my introduction to that. And Ghibli movies as well. When I was younger, I watched through a few Ghibli movies. Um, I'm pretty sure I was addicted to Ghibli movies. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Never started Inspector. Yeah, is what it is. Um, Unfortunate. So yeah, I have some mixed feelings about Inspector because I know this is rated like really low. The first season of Inspector is rated super low. Second season is a bit better. Actually, I'll take a look at it now. But yeah, I don't think people like the first season because not only was it like one arc, um, first season, so it was just focusing on one story, one or two stories in the first season. But there was also a lot of talking. um, I think they did try to fix it in the second season, so there is still a lot of talking. Um, and we go through a lot more stories where the main characters like help more people. So I guess they fixed that problem. But they can't ever fix the problem of too much talking. And again, this is the trouble with light novel adaptations, which is light novels have a lot of talking in them. Um, they're very very dialogue heavy, um, and it's very difficult translate that to a proper anime. So yeah, that's I think I rated Inspector a 6 this time. It's not a very good. It's not something to be nothing breathtaking. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's not very good either. Um, and while it's I do like it though for how you're able to observe someone's thought process. I do like that as well. That they go around in circles and circles in terms of um, things like that. But yeah, there's a lot there's a lot of talking and there's a lot of mental gymnastics. If you're into that kind of stuff, I guess you'll like Inspector. But yeah, if you're not really into um, that, then yeah. If you're not into dialogue heavy shows, then the light novels must be stopped. Enough is enough. Okay, I'll tell you what, Exotic. We've gotten one of the best light novel adaptations I'm thinking of is Bunny Girl Senpai. So I'm sorry to say that there is a way to adapt light novels, um, but it's I think you need a very good team to adapt a light novel. And obviously, Inspector did not have that very good team, unfortunately. All right, okay, and the only good anime which I've seen this season, I don't think I've rated this. Okay, even though I've rated it as a 6, Kubo-san Won't Let Me Be Invisible is still a 6. Um, so yeah, Origairu. Bear with me. I think I've seen this. My young romantic comedy is wrong. Um, I might watch it eventually. I know people really like Origairu as well. DA sales, so but it's on my very very long watch list. It's not a priority for me right now to watch Origairu, even though I know a lot of people like it. Yeah, Saw's DA sales. But yeah, eventually I'll watch it. But I've got other things on my plate right now to watch. Um, on that note of slice of life, though, Kubo-san Won't Let Me Be Invisible. There's moments where it's very dull. While there are moments which are very wholesome about it, it's still very dull. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it's dull. So yeah, I think it's definitely one of the better ones this season. So I do like the teasing. Anything with Nagatoro energy, any girl with Nagatoro energy, is enjoyable to watch. But yeah, there's just moments of Kubo-san Won't Let Me Be Invisible, which are just really dull. I I do get bored a bit sometimes when I watch it. Um, it's a shame though that it was delayed until next season. So we'll see. I'll update my opinion as I continue to as we finish Kubo-san. Yeah, right now it's okay as well. It's not amazingly good, but it's okay. Anyway, that was all I've been watching this winter season. I know Nagatoro second season. A lot of people do like that as well. But yeah, I'm afraid of the fan service from that particular anime. Okay. So now this brings us to what I'm planning to watch next season. Bear with me. I'll get a synopsis up. I don't know about that Nagatoro, bro. Also watch Aruma. Okay, but again, guys, I'm sorry, but I just don't have the time sometimes. I might watch Aruma. Okay, no, yeah. Your angel spoils me rotten. Oh boy, I really should have caught up to that. um, okay, yeah. I know the angel spoil. I might watch it, but I I'm sorry, Hungry Hippo. I don't have the time anymore. Well, a lot of fan service in Nagatoro. Yeah, I thought so. Um, so I know people like it, and I'm sure the story is good, but it's not something that I can recommend Nagatoro, unfortunately. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, the Angel spoils me rotten. I really wish I had the time to watch it. But is I know, but Bocce, even Bocce the Rock, which has done wonders for my channel. Yeah, I'm sure it would have done wonders for me. All right, take care, Hungry Hippo. Have a nice flight. Take care. I'll be. Is there a way to DM me? You can DM me on Twitter. Twitter is I think my Twitter is linked on the stream. So yeah, just DM me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter because all my hot takes are on Twitter as well. Okay, first anime which we'll be talking about for next season. The Dangers, translated to The Dangers in My Heart. The reason why I'm drawn to this is I'll just read you the synopsis, which is Kyotaru may look like your average middle school student, but in his heart, he dreams of murder. Thus, it is no surprise that he wants to kill most. That the one he wants to kill most is never far off from his mind. The class idol Anna Yamada. So, the account doesn't exist. Whoops. Bear with me. I've changed my Twitter handle a few times, so that's probably why. Right, I'll link it. I'll link it in chat. That's my. Oh, I should. That really annoys me because now I have to go through all of my videos because I've been linking the wrong. I've been linking the wrong Twitter in all of my videos. That really annoys me. Oh, I'll have to do that after the stream. Where's my calendar? Bear with me. And create a new task, please. Update Twitter link. That's really bad. Oh, that sucks that I've been linking the wrong Twitter all this time. Oof. Yeah, but Twitter is the best way to contact me. I am there. Okay. Back to the Dangers in My Heart. Yeah, I think it's cool. That's a cool concept. That this guy in the middle, he wants to. There's someone he wants to moider. And I'm what's the genres listed here? Does it have genres here? No. Okay. Genre is comedy and themes of romantic subtext. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Interesting to watch this. I'll be excited to see where this goes. I'll be watching that. Dangers in My Heart. The next one is we'll go with this one. Is Insomniac's After School. Insomniac's After School, which is okay. It all started with the death of one of the astronomy club's members. From this, the rumored ghost of the club came to life. Oh yeah, themes of this. Another romance. Yeah, another romance anime. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. I might get bored of it. I might not. We'll see. I do base what I'm going to watch based on how well rated the manga or the light novel is. And yeah, this one was a highly rated one as well. I'll be watching that. Thanks, Exotic. I did see the notification that you followed me, so always good to see. Thanks. All right. Another one, My Home Hero, which I think is a. It looks cool. Okay. That all I'm basing this off is the good rating from is the high rating of the manga, and also because people have recommended this to me. I won't read the synopsis because I don't want to ruin it for myself as well. But it looks cool, so it looks like an action anime, and I need to balance my my anime watching with some action anime as well. So that's why My Home Hero is there. So I'll be excited to see that. The other one that I've been really hyped for is Konosuba, which features Konosuba season, which is featuring Megumin this time, and how she grows up. I'll be excited to see this. I've really liked Konosuba for a while now, and it's been a while since I've watched some Konosuba. Not a Christian anime. It is a comedy anime. So yeah, I but it has been funny every time I watched it. So I'll be excited to see where Konosuba goes this season. And the one which I've been hyped for all this season is Oshi no Ko. I've been very, very hyped for this anime. This is from the same author who's written Kaguya-sama Love is War. So yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. I have tried my best not to watch anything about this anime because I've been wanting to go through this blind, basically. I know there's idols in it. I know these two children grow up, but that's all I know about it. I haven't even watched any of the trailers. I haven't watched anything, any of the OPs or endings that have been released because I want to go through this blind. So yeah, I'll be very excited for that. Very, very excited to watch that. Okay, we're now nearing our 1 hour mark. I was going to go through a spiel on artificial intelligence because I'm planning to do a video essay on that. Wait, let's turn that off. And let's open the image on artificial. Okay. Before we yeah, because these are just thoughts that I'm currently because I might be making a video on it actually. Not not actually going to make a video or confirm to make a video, but I would like you to I would like to hear your thoughts on artificial intelligence. You guys have any opinion on it? Come on, chat. Talk to me. Talk to me, chat. What do you think about it? Um, because the reason why I'm making this, where I'm planning to AI art is based. Lol. Yeah. Artists stay mad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The reason why I'm making this is because I don't think I've seen like a Christian response to artificial intelligence. Um and the reason why is because I don't think Christians care much about it. But there's a very good reason why we Christians should care about it, which is in all the discussions about artificial intelligence, kind of scary because Chat GPT can create a sermon. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Um, so the reason why I think us Christians shouldn't be scared about it, and it actually Chat GPT, artificial intelligence actually proves something in terms of Christianity. It can point people to Christianity. The reason why I say this is because some of the main reasons arguing against. Let's look at some of the reasons against AI art and AI writing in general. So I always hear about artificial intelligence that, oh hey, there's a human aspect to art. Whoops. There's a human aspect to art. But obviously that's I think from a naturalistic and scientific worldview, I don't think you can say that there is what makes art special is the human aspect of it, because I don't think you can say that from a naturalistic worldview. I think it's actually contradictory to, or not contradictory, but it doesn't fit in well with the naturalistic worldview. The reason why is because I don't think naturalism can explain beauty, and naturalism cannot explain art. Is I think from a naturalistic worldview, you would have to you're forced to kind of say that art and literature are just patterns of writing. One of the postmodernists, thank you, because your ideology is so helpful when it comes to this. I use aspects of postmodernism to kind of prove that there is God, that God does exist, because postmodernism would say that every piece of literature and writing is simply just you're just taking a dictionary and you're just every book is just the dictionary, but it's been rearranged in all sorts of order. So every piece of writing, every piece of literature is simply a dictionary which has been rearranged. And And there's also one of the things that postmodernism also posits is this idea called the death of the author, where the author's intent doesn't really matter. It's only it's what the viewer thinks of. It's the what the viewer thinks of the product, and it's the product itself, not necessarily the author. So yeah, that's what I've always found it odd that atheists or people who would hold the naturalistic worldview, they always say stuff like, "Oh, hey, um, art art is all about humanity." What makes art special is the human aspect of it. But I don't think that's the case. That really is not the case. When you think about, because all art is art can be anything, especially in modern art. Like art literally can be anything. Um, so I agree with you, Exotic, that AI art is based and artists stay mad. Now, what does that mean for us Christians? Because again, when people say what makes art special is the humanity of the art, but obviously in the naturalistic worldview, humans aren't that special. We're just biological meat machines um, that are firing that have neurons, electrical signals firing in the brain. That's all we ever will be under the naturalistic worldview. Um, sorry, I'm just my pondering is my pontification is has kind of paused. Um, yeah, there's that. Hello, Hafis Renji. Yeah, we did start talking about Clannad and anime, but we're going into this discussion about AI art now. Because okay, so here's my current thesis on artificial intelligence. But you know what? The sermon seems robotic since it doesn't have the Holy Spirit. Yeah, that's my point. That's what my point is going to be now, which is naturalism does not provide a sufficient explanation. So naturalism doesn't provide a sufficient explanation why art and literature and writing is special. Um, because under naturalism, art and writing are it's just patterns. It's just patterns of writing on a page or patterns of colors on a page. So yeah, that's all it is to me, to the naturalistic worldview. Um, but under the Christian worldview, the purpose of writing and the purpose of art, and this comes especially to music now, that those purposes are actually now to glorify God. Because what does it mean to be human? What it means to be human is to be made in the image of God. So I don't think we as Christians should be scared of artificial intelligence. The reason why is because exactly that. We're made in the image of God. Art, literature, music, especially music as well, should be used to glorify God. That's kind of going to be kind of the ideas that I'm thinking of this video essay. And yeah, that proves so much more about, because let's say you're an atheist and let's say you're operating under this naturalistic worldview, and then you go ahead and you're like, okay, so so why would if I was an atheist, why would I ever create art? Why would I ever create a piece of writing if it was the case that a machine could do it for me, that an artificial intelligence could do it for me? Now, on the other hand, if you were a Christian, what is the reason why you're going to do art, or why you're going to paint something, or why you're going to write something, or why you're going to do any of these things? The reason why is because you're doing it for the glory of God. That is the ultimate purpose of it. Anyway, that's going to be my thesis for artificial intelligence. So, I hope you can share your thoughts with me, because yeah, I'm thinking of going to one of my. I'm thinking of double checking this with a with a pastor. Um, I am thinking of doing that. But yeah, uh, I'm pretty sure my thesis stands in terms. Yeah, be excited for that video essay that might come out soon. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. All right. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. So do you guys have? Oh, whoops. No, share that. Don't share that. There we go. Any final questions before I end the stream? Can be anything. Ask about anything. If not, I now have a very very annoying I now have a very annoying task at hand. Now I have to. Yeah, thanks Hafiz. I saw your comment. You know what? I'm glad that you like it because these videos are for people like you. Artists' arguments is literally they took our jobs from South Park. I have not watched that particular episode that you're referencing, so sorry that I don't understand that. So yeah, I don't understand the reference. But now I might watch it. I might watch that reference. So. All right. I guess yeah, I'll wrap the stream up there. If I don't see anyone in chat asking any questions, then yeah, I'll wrap it up there. Okay. Cool. Thank you, lads. Thank you guys for joining this stream. Really happy that you were able to make it. But yeah. Yeah, I'll see you around, guys. I might stream next month again. Oh yeah, that's right. The next anime I'm working on in terms of Christian anime, and hopefully it will be Christian. Yeah, I'll make Okay, don't worry. Artificial intelligence. I'll somehow link it to anime. I'll find like a sci-fi to link it to. Is yeah, this idea because I haven't seen a Christian response to artificial intelligence yet, so I want to create that a video essay. Yeah, no worries, Exotic. That's fine. Just DM me on the old Twitter. All right, take care, guys. And yeah, thanks, Hafiz. You're our newest subscriber. Yeah, all good. See you then, guys. Take care.